Hello everyone. So today in this video we are going to discuss about your inorganic insecticide. Okay, so first coming to what is inorganic insecticide. As all of you know, according to the source of insecticides or pesticides, they can be classified into organic and inorganic. So what is this inorganic one? Inorganic means what? They are the mineral origin. That means those elements or minerals which were found to be having some toxicity against different pests, that is known as what? Your inorganic insecticide. Okay, now coming to some of the related aspects and some examples of this inorganic insecticide. Okay, that means you see, first all of you know what is inorganic insecticide, already covered. Okay, then coming to this first point, you see one of the most important inorganic insecticide, it was, okay, that one is what? This Paris green. Okay, this is an arsenical compound and it is first used in 1867 against Colorado potato beetle. It may come in the exam. In which year, against which pest this Paris green has been used? Okay, it may come in the exams. Then coming to what is this Paris green actually? Okay, this Paris green is a mixture of copper acetate and copper arsenate, okay, which will become copper 2 acetate triarsenite. And as you know, this is an inorganic compound, inorganic insecticide. Okay, this is also known as your copper acetoarsenite. Okay, it is highly toxic and it is a green crystalline powder, either used as rodenticide or insecticide also, but basically it was used against your Colorado potato beetle. Okay, then coming to the next one, that is your mercury chloride. As you see, these are generally used against the ants. Okay, they repel the ants. That means these mercury chloride tapes are generally used in this book binding so that ants won't come and ants won't damage the book bindings, or any other insect won't damage the book bindings. Okay, similarly the next one is your cryolite. Okay, this is a sodium fluoaluminate, it is also insecticide. Then coulter, it is a adhesive and it is used against your grasshopper. That means if grasshopper will walk over this coulter, then they will act as a adhesive. Okay, and their movement will be somewhat disrupted. Next one is your pentachlorophenol. As you see, pentachlorophenol, it is used as repellent against your termites. Similarly, formaldehyde is generally used in poison bait of houseflies. In baits will be used. Then phosphorus is also used as poison bait for different cockroaches. Similarly, thallium sulfate is also used in poison bait against ants. Here you can see formaldehyde, poison bait housefly, phosphorus again in poison bait for cockroach, thallium sulfate again in poison bait against ants. Okay, now coming to your dry dye. As all of you know, what is dry dye? That is coming under physical method. They also have mode of action of physical poison, yes or no? So these are nothing but the divided silica gels, very powdery form, which will abrade the insect cuticle. That means they will abrupt or disrupt their wax layer so that water loss from the body will be there. Then this one is very important. Metaldehyde is a effective molluscicide. It will come in the exam definitely. This metaldehyde, give one example of molluscicide, means that will be your metaldehyde. Similarly, then next is your elemental sulfur. These sulfur compounds are generally fungicides. Then acaricides, again they are insecticide. Acaricides means what? Which they will kill the acarina, that means your mite. Those are what? Your acaricides, elemental sulfur. Okay, similarly this Bordeaux mixture is there, that is a mixture of copper sulfate, lime and water. Okay, 1:1:100. It is also a effective fungicide. Okay, this one may come in the exam. First inorganic systemic insecticide is your sodium selenite. As all of you know, what is systemic? Systemic means irrespective of the site of application, wherever you apply the insecticide, they will be there throughout the plant in their vascular system. So which one is the first inorganic systemic insecticide? That one is your sodium selenate. It may come in the exam. Very, very important. Okay. Anyway, all of the things are not required. You see, try to understand this Paris green. Okay, it may come in the exam. Then this one metaldehyde may come in the exam. Again, this first inorganic systemic insecticide, sodium selenate, may come in the exam. These are important. Again, you see the Paris green mixture is copper acetate and copper arsenate. This one also may come. Used in which year for the first time, against which pest? These things may come in the exam. Now, coming to this arsenical compound. Okay, first one is your arsenical compound. These are generally stomach poison. Stomach poison in the sense they must be ingested and they will attack the stomach of the target pest. Okay, this arsenic compounds, what happens? They are again divided into two type of compound. One is your arsenate, another one is your arsenite. Okay, arsenate and arsenite. What is the difference? Arsenate means what? They are water. Okay, they are water insoluble. Understood? But arsenite are what? They are water soluble. So now you can assume that which one may cause or may enter into the plant surface, water insoluble or water soluble? Water soluble, yes or no? That means they will enter into the plant foliage and they will cause different kind of burning injury to the plants. That means they will show phytotoxicity. Okay, they will show phytotoxicity. Okay, and as they are producing this phytotoxicity effect, what will happen? They should not be applied directly over the plant surface because they are phytotoxic in nature. How it can be used? It can be used in the poison bait, where what will happen? The toxicant will be there, some carrier will be there, some adjuvant or attractant will be there, so that what will happen? The pest will come to this poison bait, they will feed and they will die. You did not have to apply on the plant surface. That is their use. Due to their phytotoxicity, arsenite should not be applied over the plants. They should be applied in the poison bait. But arsenates are more stable and safe for application. We can apply over the plants. Okay. How they act? They will cause regurgitation, that means vomiting of the insect, torpor or sluggishness, and quiescence of that particular target organism. Disintegration of epithelial cells will be there in the midgut. Then clumping of chromatin will be there in the nucleus. Okay, nuclei. Then slowly decrease in the oxygen consumption will be there. The respiratory rate will decrease. Okay. So these are the mode of action and symptom of this arsenical compounds. Okay. Now you see some classifications are there. Okay. Again, you see water soluble arsenic compounds, as I already have told you, that means they will cause phytotoxicity like wilting, browning, shriveling of the tissues. Okay, and this one is already I have told you. Paris green is a mixture of copper acetate and copper arsenate. You see some formulations are there. Okay, some formulations are there. You should know, like your calcium arsenate, then lead arsenate is there. Okay. Then arsenite is there. As you know, these two are non-phytotoxic. This one is phytotoxic. Okay. And your Paris green will be at the end. That will be your arsenite. Okay. Yes or no? What is that? Paris green. Copper acetate triarsenite. Okay. That is your Paris green. So that is arsenite. Okay. Then coming to their use. Okay. In case of calcium arsenate and lead arsenate, what will happen? Dust or spray, or in case of bait also we can apply. But in case of arsenite, as they are phytotoxic, we should always apply in the bait, poison bait. You see the LD50 value. Yes or no? Median lethal dose. Definitely, as this is more toxic, here the rate will be less, 22. In other cases, the value is ranging from 35 to 100 in case of calcium arsenate. Again, in case of lead arsenate, that will be 10 to 100 milligram per kg body weight. Then your dose is given here. This is not that much of importance. Still, you can remember. Okay, when what is the target pest? Leaf eating pest in case of calcium arsenate. Lead arsenate, gypsy moth, again somewhat your caterpillars. Then arsenite is against your Colorado potato beetle, as we already have discussed in case of Paris green arsenite. Okay, so these are all about this arsenical compounds. Okay, and these are very important from exam point of view. Still you should know that these things are, this inorganic insecticides are stomach poison, and this is the Paris green coming under arsenical compound. These are phytotoxic when they are arsenite in nature. It may come in the exam. Okay, now coming to the second one, that is your what? Fluorine compounds. Okay, these are also stomach poison and slightly contact action is there. These can kill more rapidly as compared to the arsenical compounds. That means the toxicity is more. Okay, here the toxicity, not toxicity, the mistake, toxicity is related to the fluorine content and solubility in the digestive juice of the insect. What do you mean by that? The efficacy or the toxicity of these fluorine compounds or insecticides depends on what? How much concentration of particular active ingredient the fluorine is there. If that will be more, the toxicity will be more. What is second? How they can solubilize within the digestive juice of the insect. If they cannot, they may not affect. If they will affect the insect immediately. Here also what will happen? The symptoms, spasm will be there, regurgitation will be there, paralysis will be there, and death of the insect will occur. What is the formulation here? Trades, that is your sodium fluoride. They contain 93 to 99 percentage of purity in the commercial product. Okay, these are highly phytotoxic, again used in poison baits. Used against your different soil inhabiting insect like your cockroach, earwigs, cutworm, and grasshopper. For them, these are generally used. Now coming to the last one, the important one, that is your what? Sulfur. Generally what will happen in case of sulfur? They are fungicide and acaricide. Okay, they are formulated as fine dust, sulfur dust. You may have heard regarding the sulfur. Okay, and this can also be formulated as wettable powders. And here what will happen? The effectiveness of this sulfur compound will increase when the particle size will be less. That means fineness of the product. These sulfur compounds are primarily fungicide. That means what? Generally for powdery mildew, generally we use this sulfur dust. Okay, sulfur dust is generally used, and then we can conclude it as acaricide or insecticide. What is the formulation? That is your lime sulfur. Okay, this is the aqueous solution of calcium polysulfide. How it is prepared? By soluting or the sulfur solution in the calcium hydroxide. If this suspension will be created, then this lime sulfur can be prepared. This one is used against your scales, mites, okay, aphids, besides powdery mildew. Powdery mildew means this is fungicide for powdery mildew, and this will be insecticide. Scale, mite, aphids like sucking pest. Okay. Then coming to the properties of this sulfur compounds or pesticides, they will affect the nervous system causing paralysis. They are not phytotoxic. They do not leave any harmful side effect. That means their residue or the pesticide residue will be very less. But they are toxic to mammals. No residue problem. Already have told you. Toxic to mammals. Okay, this is important. And can be safely used against the crops before harvesting. Okay, so these are some of the inorganic insecticides. Some more also you can get from the net. Try to incorporate in your notes, and if any doubt is there, you can ask. Thank you. Have a nice day.